Hello, this is Gary Oakes from OnlineTutorship.com. I'm producing a number of video tutorials on the Tailor brand's advanced website builder. This tutorial is going to focus on how you add a table to a website. I've uploaded one of the Tailor brand's templated websites. It's a fairly simple one. And I'm going to add a table to this website. Tables are added via widgets. So if I go over here to the left and select widgets, I can either type in tables, or I can scroll down to basics and find table. And I'm just going to drag it in here. As I do so, you can see it produces a table and it's got some detail within it. You can add the number of rows by just actually adding in another one. Add some detail. You can actually add some more columns by coming across here and adding in some detail on the columns. Be mindful of the width of the table. So that's how you actually add further rows and further columns in your table. As you make the changes, it actually appears on your website. Let's now have a look at the design of the table. If I go over to design, you can change the header style, the color. You might want to change that to a different color. You can change the font size. You might want it a bit bigger. You can change the font color and the font format. That changes the style in the header row. You can now change the style within the rows. You have the even and odd rows, so you have a white color and a gray color. I'll keep that. You can change the font type, the size, the color, whether you have it bold, italics, or underlined. I'm going to keep it as it is. In terms of the first column, this one, you can change the way that looks as well. You might want it a different color. Font size, font type, font size, bold, etc. I'm going to keep it like that. You can have all the columns even, otherwise it auto adjusts. You cannot change the size of the different columns. You can add a border around the table, like this. I'm going to keep it like that as it is. The alignment and the text direction. You can change the frame of the table here. You can have a border all the way around, like shown here. You can change the color of the border. You can have a shadow. You can change the color of the shadow and the position of the shadow. You can add some animation to the table. Animation is either triggered via entrance or scroll. On entrance means that when you come to this part of the page, it will actually trigger the animation. And I might want it just to fade in. Something as simple like that. And in place. But you can have a play with that. Change the duration and delay, and you can preview the animation. And you can add some spacing. If you want to change the size of the table, you can actually change the size of it here. It defaults to the center. But if I wanted to change it to go either left or right, if I'm right hand mouse click, edit design, hit this little wheel thing up here, I can then change it here. So if I want to align it right, I click it there, center and to the left. And that is how you add a table into the website.